Thank you, Chairman and Secretary Duffy. Welcome to the committee, and I look forward to welcoming you in the Inland Empire sometime in the fall. I want to give you a little background on the district that I represent, California's 35th Congressional District. We refer to it as the Inland Empire. Infrastructure is our lifeline. Our region is a logistics hub where trucks, trains, and airplanes deliver goods to massive warehouses. The bipartisan infrastructure law and this committee's appropriations gave my constituents hope, investing in public transit, safety, and more reliable transportation network. But I'm very concerned that the ability of my cities to build these projects is being undermined by the layoffs, the workforce layoffs. The cuts have made it almost impossible to get funds out the door, and only 12% of federal grants are just being distributed. Delays combined with lumber and steel tariffs have threatened vital programs, and it's resulted in one major rail public transportation program to be completely canceled, no longer affordable. I also represent the Ontario Airport, and I'm concerned about the recent actions taken that undermine our air travel safety. Bipartisan efforts in Congress, as you have recognized, increased funding for air traffic controllers. But the administration undermined that by offering deferred resignations to controllers. And at least 400 of them responsible for maintaining air traffic control systems were fired, resulting in delays to much needed upgrades. I agree, and I'm so happy to hear what you just told the chairman of the full committee, and I want to make sure that you are successful in hiring those 2,000 people, in addressing the attrition rates, and addressing the training needs of this workforce. I'd like to ask for unanimous consent to enter into the record an email that I received from United Airlines this week about air traffic safety. This is an email that was sent to me as a passenger on a future flight that will be flying through Newark Airport.
Without objection, so ordered.
Secretary Duffy, planes are falling from the sky, some crashing into each other. Air traffic controller systems are unexpectedly shutting down and resetting themselves. Traffic controllers are too nervous to continue in many cases. Praying for a safe landing isn't enough. I'm glad that you recognize that. The flying public, though, needs to hear more reassurances that you and the department and all of us working together are doing everything in our power to ensure that no more lives will be put at risk and that we can continue to fly safely and be delivered to our destination in a safe manner. I also want to address the planned closure of the pipeline and Hazardous Materials Safety Administration regional office in Ontario. It's a big mouth name for an office that does such critical work. This office plays a critical role in overseeing the safe movement of hazardous materials like dangerous gases and corrosive materials, directly impacting the safety of my constituents and the entire region. The Alameda Corridor splits my district in two. Hazardous materials travel through the heart of my cities every single day, and this office is supposed to stop problems before they happen. I sent a letter to raise concerns about this closure, and frankly, the May 8th response I received reads like it was written by someone who doesn't give a shit about the consequences of closing this office. It provided zero assurance that this office would be restored and blamed the lease termination on another agency within this administration. We can't be blaming each other. We have to take accountability for what has happened, and we have to reverse course. It is clear that the safety of my constituents and the region at large is being completely ignored by bureaucrats looking to justify savings on a website. Just last year, inspectors from our region identified 15 probable violations, and it only takes one safety violation to result in a catastrophic incident like the one in East Palestine, Ohio. Secretary Duffy, how can DOT justify this closure? I know that my time is almost running out, but how can we justify this closure, and can I count on you to review the process of this other agency of closing this office?
I'll give him a few seconds to respond.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, there's a lot of falsehoods that were just lodged. If you'd give me a moment to respond to the 5 minutes of misinformation, I would be happy to do that. So we have not fired, haven't let any one air traffic
I didn't say
controller
they
go. You
fired
said that we let
anyone.
400 go. No one in air traffic control has been allowed to take a deferred resignation offer. We have preserved all of our safety critical mission positions, including air traffic controllers. Not one has been allowed to retire by any of the programs that we've offered. Not one, not 400, zero. We're in this situation because the last administration didn't see to take initiative on the 3,000 controllers short that we were. Under COVID, they didn't stand up the school fast enough to get more kids through Oklahoma so we would have more controllers in the airspace today. The infrastructure didn't rot in the last 100 days. We didn't have 3,000 controller shortages in the last 100 days. There was 4 years that came before where nothing was done. And watchdog groups have warned the DOT that the infrastructure was failing, and nothing was done. So we're going to do something about it. We're going to try to fix it. By the way, if I could just talk about grants, Mr. Chairman, can I say one grace moment to be 30 seconds? So between Obama and
2,000 positions were
Right.
funded
Let the
in the
gentleman-
last
let the gentleman
administration.
respond.
So don't say nothing was done.
between Obama and Trump, Election Day and Inauguration Day, in that time frame, Obama announced 50 grants in that time frame. Between Trump and Biden, the Trump administration announced between Election Day and Inauguration Day 100 grants. This time, between Biden and Trump, Pete Buttigieg announced 1,000 grants, a massive increase. And you all say, where are my grant agreements? So they announce all these grants, and I have to do the work, and I'm going to do the work, but offer some grace to the DOT. There's 3,200 backlogs here. We're going to work through it. I want to get you your money, but to blame it on us, I think is rich.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. And once again to my colleagues, as I said in announcing the Q&A, if you're going to spend most of your time editorializing, giving your opinion, that's okay. It's your time. But don't ask the committee to be terribly lenient if you're going to do that, and then expect a response from the Secretary. Mr. Rogers.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.